In this nugget, we're going to explore how to write an email in the exam. Let's remind ourselves of what an email is. An email is a written message which is sent online to another person or a group of people. Let's look at an example exam question asking you to write an email. It says, "You've just had a very poor experience with the Zoom trains. You were travelling for business or work, and your train was delayed by 2.5 hours. This meant you missed your business meeting. You decide to write an email of complaint asking for a full refund. In your email, you must explain the reason for your email, you're writing to complain and ask for a refund, describe what happened, the train was delayed, and explain the impact this had on you, you missed your meeting." This is just an example. In the exam, you might be asked to write an email about something different, for instance, applying for a job. Remember, you need to keep the question in mind as you write your answer, and in this case, the email needs to remain focused on the bad experience on a train. When you write an email, you should include the email address you are writing to and from. You should include a subject summarizing the email. You should use formal openings, such as "Dear," whoever you're writing to, and closings, "Kind regards," and put your name. You need to also introduce your purpose for writing. Let's look at an example answer. New message from me at email.co.uk to zoomtrains@email.co.uk. Subject: train delay refund. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing to complain about the experience I had travelling on your trains last week. My train was delayed and arrived 2.5 hours late. We were supposed to arrive at 2:38 and we arrived at 5:08, which meant that I missed the business meeting that I was travelling for. This was a waste of valuable time and money. I expect a full refund of the cost of my return train ticket. I look forward to hearing from you. Kind regards, Jane Smith." We can see that this example has included the email address of both the person who is writing and the person they are writing to. We can see that in this example, there is a subject summarizing the email. This email has used formal openings and closings. It says, "Dear Sir, Madam" at the start, and it ends by saying, "Kind regards, Jane Smith." The purpose of this email is also made clear in the opening sentence. "I am writing to complain about the experience I had travelling on your trains last week." You should always use the first sentence to introduce your purpose for writing. The final and most important tip is to make sure the examiner can see that you are answering the question all the way through your response. We can tell that this response is answering the question because it is clearly an email. We can see that it is using all of the features of an email, such as including the email address, the subject, and formal openings and closings. It also answers the question and focuses on a bad experience on a train. Emails can be both formal and informal. If you're writing a professional email, like a work email or applying for a job or writing to your landlord, you need to write formally. However, if you're writing an email to a friend or family member, you can write more informally. Notice how in this example, the openings and closings of an informal email can be more chatty, such as, "Hey Liz, let me know, lots of love." Let's summarize by looking at everything that we've learned. Emails can be formal or informal, and it's important to use appropriate language. When you write emails, you should include the email address you are writing to and from. You should include a subject summarizing the email. You should use formal openings and closings, such as "Dear" and "Kind regards," when appropriate. And you should introduce your purpose for writing.